Welcome to the product tutorials on how to allocate resources as a project manager in Replicon. I'm now logged into the Replicon instance. In this video, I would explain how you can allocate resources. When I say allocate resources, how you can add a time span to resources to be working on a particular project or task in Replicon as a project manager. You can allocate resources to projects and tasks as a project manager or as a resource manager. This video would explain you how you can do so as a project manager. Log into your Replicon instance and click on Project Management available at the top. Open the project that you would want the allocation to be done for. Once you open the project, move over to the Team tab available here. Under the Team tab, you would see all the resources that have been added to the project. Now click on the Allocation button that you see here next to Members and before Usage. When you click on Allocation, you would see a small calendar and you would see some items here allocated already. If you're allocating resources for the first time, you may see this complete calendar blank. Let's first understand this calendar once. As you can see here, you see three kinds of colors here: the green, gray, and the blue. You also see a small red triangle at the top for some of the boxes. To explain this, if you see a blue color on a particular cell, then that would mean that this particular resource has been assigned to this project, the project that you're currently in. If you see a gray, then this particular resource is assigned to a different project and not the project that you're currently in. The green shows that the resource is on time off for that particular day. You can avoid allocating this resource on that particular day. The red triangle at the top right of each cell indicates that this particular user is overly allocated. That is, the user is specified to work for a certain number of hours, however, has been working for more number of hours than specified. Now let's see how you can allocate a particular resource to a particular project. Once you're on the calendar page, choose the date for which you would like the allocation to be done. Please remember that you can change the view to daily, to weekly, and to monthly if you would want to. You can also choose how you would like to see the numbers of each person. Whether you would like to see the percentage, that is, what percentage of their time is allocated to this or the other project or to the time off. Or you can change it to hours, which would specify how many hours of their time is allocated to a particular project. Since this is a weekly view, you would see a complete cell to specify a week. If I change this to daily, it would show me the daily hour allocation here. Similarly, changing it to monthly would show me the total monthly allocation right here. Let's move back to weekly and learn about allocating the resources. To allocate a particular resource to a particular project, click on the cell and you would see a pop-up coming up. Now select the date range. The date that you see here would automatically populate after you click on a certain cell which belongs to a particular period. You, however, have the liberty to change the date range right here. Then next you would see that this person during this period is allocated to 0 hours over the 0 days. Before I proceed, let me cancel and click on any one cell which has an allocation already. As you see here, the currently allocated changes to 10 hours over 5 days, which specifies how many hours this user has already been allocated. Now, under the Add Allocation for Selected range, specify the number of hours that this user should be allocated per day or the percentage that you would want the user to work on. Now specify the days on which the user should be allocated. Once you choose this, click on the Add Allocation option and that person would get allocated for that particular day. This is how the allocation can be done as a project manager. Thank you for watching the video. Did you know that you can now get in touch with Replicon using Replicon Community? In order to access the Replicon community, go to the Replicon website and click on Customer Zone. On the Customer Zone, choose Community and you would be taken to the community page. Now you can sign in or register and start posting your questions, queries, ideas, bugs, issues, and one of our product management team members or one of the Replicon representative will get in touch with you immediately.